We had severe thunderstorm here and my connection get lost. I'm not sure if my co-commentator's back yet, but from our side, welcome back. Sorry for the break in the transmission. Currently, it looks like Bluebirds, our Chili Willy has retired. Isitronica, Rototurbo, Leslie Sharp. So we're only left with 11 guys on track at the moment. Papa Whiskey in front, leading with the Renault. Yellow flag, there's a safety car, virtual safety cars out. Tones are up into second in the Red Bull. Pat up in third. Warlock in fourth. Mason fifth. Aiden in sixth. Pandejo is ghosting at the moment, so I'm not sure if he's lost connection as well. And Cactus also ghosting? Yeah, also ghosting. So if you have joined us again, apologies for that. I'm going to try to get my co-commentator back here, still under virtual safety car. Once again, apologies for the break in transmission. I am back. I'm waiting for my co-commentator to rejoin us. We had, unfortunately, some thunderstorms here. I got completely kicked out of the game. I am back, however. Lee, you back?
I'm back, yes.
Thank you so much. While we were gone, while I was gone, Bluebird is out, Chili Willy is out, Isitronica, Rototurbo, and Leslie. Were you on board with any one of them, Lee? Some feedback on what happened there?
Yeah, I was on board. Leslie he was disqualified for ignoring a drive-through. And yeah, as for Bluebird and Chili Willy, I'm not too sure what happened there. Unfortunately, I missed that.
I currently see Pandejo is back in his car. He was ghosting for a while, so it seems like he's taking control of that Ferrari. He's just 0.4 seconds adrift from Adrian in the Silver Arrows. He's in 7th at the moment, Adrian 6th, and he goes for the overtake on a start-finish straight. DRS wide open into turn 1, comfortably past there, and Pandejo moves up into 6th, so next man he's chasing is his teammate. That's going to be interesting. Portmate currently in 5th, Pat in 4th, and a surprise first, Papa Whiskey in the Renault, home race for the Renault team. This is going to make a couple of investors very smile a lot.
Definitely. Yeah, well, great drive for him. It wasn't expected, during this race. But yeah, neither were the retirements. So yeah, good job from Papa Whiskey.
At the moment, I just want to get it up here. So Senior Ghost saying no problem. He's back on the stream. Thanks, Senior Ghost. Boris saying we were offline also. Think SA had a problem. Could be. Boris saying we might have a few ghost cars. Indeed, we have. But we're on board at the moment with Papa Whiskey. He leads Tones R by 3 seconds. And I just want to see. I want to get on board you with Warlock. He is in the Alpha.
Up to 3rd position.
Up into 3rd, and he's just 0.6 off Antoni. I am on board at the moment with Pandejo. He's obviously moved past Pat, which is still ghosting, probably connection issues. Hopefully he can rejoin. Pandejo up in 5th now. And he is just 3 seconds off the pace or away from his teammate. And this is going to be interesting. I just want to check, Lee, can you just check for us the tyres and pit stop, who's on what, while I focus on the times here to see how close they get. We want to bring you all the action, so we want to stick with the cars that is chasing each other. So currently I am with Porfmace. I am going to jump quickly to Warlock. He is extremely close to Antoni. He's on the back of him. He's probably going to have DRS as soon as he gets into this area here. Just going through just a small, and let's follow him around. DRS, not yet. I think it's probably only enabled after that. Or has he got? No, he's got DRS. Pulling up against Stones. And he goes on the inside. This is going to make this stick. Oh, good driving.
That's not going to work.
Oh.
And we got the fourth mates very, very close behind them. The battle down the back straight. He's got the inside line, slacks off. Doesn't go for the move.
So Warlock having a look here at Antonio, also getting a lot of pressure here from Van der He goes on the inside, running a little bit wide as the Red Bull. He pulls that Alpha through. Did he make it stick? Yes, he did.
Yeah, what a move. Great drive.
Absolutely brilliant. Lots of overtaking that we see here tonight. Just shows you don't need straight line speed to do this. You can do this around corners. So he's now 4 seconds adrift from Papa Whiskey. Yep, he's going to go on the hunt. Yeah, I just want to get back onto Tones now. Oh, he's battling to get this Red Bull, and the Ferrari comes past. So fourth place moving up into third. DRS wide open. Is he going to have a look at this Red Bull? Is he? No, he just pulls out of it. Good driving. Don't take the risk. Bag the points. The race is still young. You've got another half of the race that still needs to come. So, yeah. I just want to focus on Pandejo. He is currently catching the Red Bull on a rate of knots. And he's going to join that Ferrari Alpha fight very soon if he can get past Antonio here. It just seems like the Red Bull is not sticking to the track, Lee.
It doesn't. I was just going to mention it to you earlier. Yeah, those Red Bulls do not look comfortable on the circuit. So it's obviously either a setup issue or probably pushing too hard on those tires too early. But yeah, definitely not a stable vehicle at the moment.
As I said, I just want to pop down a little bit further downfield. Pat at the moment in 7th in the racing point. He's got Adrian ahead of him, another 11 seconds ahead of him. He's got Aqua, so there's a nice big gap for Pat to find his race pace, to find some rhythm. He can definitely catch Adrian. He's catching him, almost looks like a second a lap on my telemetry here. Cactus is battling to join. Lee, I'm not sure if you can maybe just get Cactus and see if you can send him an invite.
Sure.
So you can retake his car.
I'll do that quickly.
As you join us back again for the second part of the stream, obviously we got interrupted by bad weather. As I go in, Antonio goes into the pits. He's going to get rid of those mediums. And he's going to go for the hards. Definitely hards on there. No damage to the car. Oh, sorry, he's going from hards to... Yeah, he's going on hards. Yeah, that's it. Codemaster giving me a bit of a shamble there. So Antonio out on the hards now. Pat still out on the mediums. I just want to see how much has he done on that medium. So Pat mediums at the moment, 10 laps old. He's going to have to pit as well for the hards. So everyone really on the mediums. Papa Whiskey just now 2 seconds ahead of the Alpha of Warlock. Warlock's catching him extremely quickly around. Oh, and as I say that, Porthmos just puts that Ferrari on the inside, jumps him. What a move by Porthmos. Porthmos now up in second, the Ferrari chasing after the Renault. Pandejo fourth. He has lost some time, not sure what happened to him. But he's definitely lost some time to Warlock. So at the moment you've got Papa Whiskey leading, Porthmos, Warlock, Pandejo, Adrian, Patton 6, Aquacentric 7, Tones, who just came out of the pits on the hards, is an 8. He doesn't have to stop again. And then you've got Cactus the Big. Hopefully he can rejoin.
He's just rejoined. Yeah. So we've got 9 drivers back on track, and Papa Whiskey jumps into the pits. Surely a change to what would it be, the hards?
Yeah, you can stay with him there a little bit. I just want to jump on here with the Warlock. Him and Porthmos is really getting into things. Porthmos sets the fastest lap, I think, the bottom of my screen there. If I look at tire differentials here, Warlock 11 lap old mediums, Porthmos 8 laps old mediums. So Porthmos definitely got a bit of a grip edge. It's definitely going to be interesting to see who pits first for the hards. Undercut. Let's talk undercut, please. Is the undercut going to make such a big difference here tonight?
You know, with Warlock being so close to Porfmace, and I mean, they're pretty equal at the moment. Porfmace just edging him out. I don't think it's going to make a massive difference. Yeah, I don't think... well, look, Porfmace has got a lot to do to make that... what was it, the undercut, if I'm not mistaken, work. Yeah, look, it's going to be a close one.
If I was Warlock now, I would pit on this lap, put on the hards. You've got another 15 laps to go. You've got already 10 laps on this medium, so you know it's durable. Save your ERS, get into the pits as quickly as possible, put those hards in, have a outstanding out lap, and see if you can undercut him. Maybe Porfmace decides to stay out 2 or 3 laps extra. It's going to be interesting to see who pits and who doesn't. I am on board at the moment with Warlock. I want to see if he pits this lap. But yeah, for me, Crofty is obviously not here to give us some insight, but I would have definitely pitted. He stays out. He decides to stick it out. Lee Hards will make it comfortably in 15 laps.
I would definitely say so. Like you say, if you were Porfmace, I mean, head into the pits now. He's pulling away from Warlock. He's doing a decent job. It's a 2.3, almost 2.4 seconds. So, comfortable position, but yeah, probably head into the pits, get those odds on, and push from there.
It's going to be interesting to see if he does pit. What does this undercut really mean? And as I say that, Van der Gijp goes into the pits. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. He just comes out. He's put on a fresh set of mediums. So he's going to try to do 15 laps on the mediums, or 14 laps. And he goes past Papa Whiskey, and Renault pushes him slightly wide. Oh, is he going to get past? Oh, that's close. That is good driving.
Excellent driving from both drivers involved.
And as I said, that Cactus is now nicely caught up. He's now in, or not, I just want to have a look at Cactus now. He's cutting into that 40-second thing. Obviously, being an AI for so long, he lost a lot of time. But finished, that's 2 points in the bag for him. Nothing to frown about. 2 points.
Definitely, yeah. I'm just on board Pandego, who is on the mediums, chasing down Papa Whiskey on the hards. I would favor Pandego at this stage.
Absolutely, that car is definitely faster, probably close to a second maybe faster than the hards. And he really needs to get past Papa Whiskey if he really wants to have an impact in the top 3. He can't be stuck behind the hards, because that hards will just come to you. It's going to get temperature, and the hard is a fast tire. Once it's scrubbed in and you've got temperature, it's a tough tire to beat, as we saw in practice.
Definitely. Brilliant tire around the circuit, as I've seen personally. HP, sorry, I don't mean to mention this now, but okay, is this stream still live? I cannot pick it up on my side.
We are live. Okay. I just checked it on the YouTube. It says I'm on air. Okay. I see Senior Ghost, one of our comment guys, maybe buddies, anyone, just give us a pop-up there and say that everything is cool from our side. I know you guys are watching the stream, so just let us know in the comment section if you can hear us, if you can see everything, and we'll keep on monitoring the comments.
Great, thanks Ghost 007. Yes, we are live. Great. Right, lap 14, Porfmace still in front, Warlock second, Aiden Nation, great drive from him in third, Corvid Pat in fourth, Papa Whiskey in fifth, Pandego in sixth, Aquasentry in seventh, Cactus the Big in eighth. I see he's made the move on Tones, then Tones drops down to ninth.
Just a spanner in the works here, Lee. I'm not sure who started on what, but obviously Porfmace started on the soft, so he's done the medium, so he's basically done with his 2 selection of tires. He can go to really any tire that he wants to after this mediums. I'm not too sure about Warlock. What did he? If I'm not mistaken, he started up on the mediums. He can't go back to mediums again because he needs to run both tires.
As you say that he's just dived into the pits now, so it'll be interesting to see what they fit.
Absolutely, have a look there. Adrian is 21 seconds behind him, so Adrian might just come in ahead of him. That will just work nicely. I'm on board with Adrian at the moment, coming onto the start-finish straight, goes past the pit lane. That's going to work nicely into Porfmace's favour. If Adrian is in front, he's definitely in front of Warlock. For me, Lee, I think they waited too long. I think the Alpha guys didn't get this one right. I think they need to go back to the drawing board. He should have come in about 2-3 laps earlier. He's now on the hard tires. He's got 12 laps to do on the hards.
That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Definitely
not the right
waited a
strategy.
little too long, but what plays in his favour, and it's something that the drivers obviously can't see, is that Porfmace has done 11 laps on those mediums. Aiden has done 11 laps on the mediums. So Warlock looking in not a bad position.
The problem, I think that, yeah, sorry, Lee, I think the problem that's facing the Alpha team at the moment is that Porfmace has started on the softs. He can go to the mediums now. He can put on a fresh set of mediums.
You're right. Yeah,
He's 27 seconds ahead. If I was Porfmace, I would pit right now. I would go into the pits.
Absolutely.
Try to get away from that undercut. Get into the pits. It's going to be easy for you to do 12 laps on a fresh set. That's if he has got fresh set of mediums, which I'm sure he does, starting on a soft. Yeah, just pit, get back in front, and just make this work for you.
Definitely, and if you look at, if I'm not mistaken, the average pit stop is probably roughly around 23 to probably 25 seconds. So Porfmace is sitting in a comfortable position. He's got a pit stop. He's got enough time to make a pit stop and come out in front. So race on.
Absolutely. As I say, that Van Degen now is within DRS range of Aquacentric in the McLaren, in the Mango car. I am going to be spending a bit of time here with Van Degen to see that Ferrari. He should be disappointed. I mean, he showed a lot of pace in qualifying. Not sure what happened with his strategy, but he should have been closer. He's not going to pit again. He's here for the end of the race. Aquacentric has to pit again, most definitely. So you don't want to spend too much time behind him. Warlock is still within range of him. If he can catch him, there's still 12 laps left. He's just another 4-5 seconds adrift from Warlock.
That's it. I mean, he's sitting on 3-lap-old mediums, so it could, he could still fight Warlock for that third place.
Absolutely. If I was the Ferrari guys, I would take a walk up into the McLaren pit lane and tell them, guys, come on, pit now. So you're messing with our strategy here. Get into the pits. You've got nothing to lose here. I am just with Warlock at the moment. He is chasing after Adrian. Adrian is really a sitting duck at the moment. 12-lap-old mediums, fresh set of hards. I am going to get on board with Warlock here. Oh, you can see those mediums are battling to make the turn. Oh, it's getting very close. The last thing Warlock wants to do here is go for a move that's not really here. Wait for the DRS zone. And as I said, that Adrian ducks into the pits. I am going to follow him into the pits to see what tires they put onto his Mercedes. He's probably going to go for a set of mediums. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, that's it. Aquacentric moves up into third because of that pit stop. Van Degen up to fourth. There we go. This could work out very nicely for Ferrari if you look at things right now. 4-lap-old mediums from Van Degen. Aquacentric definitely going to have to stop again. And he is under pressure, somewhat under pressure from Van Degen. So the Ferrari is doing pretty decently here.
Lee, I'm just watching the interval or the deltas between Porfmace and Warlock at the moment. Warlock is not gaining whatsoever. It's been 27 seconds for the past 2 laps. Van Degen doing a stellar job in keeping those mediums on. He might just go for another set of softs. If he carries on like this, he might just jump out of the pits with 8 laps to go, put on a set of softs, and just absolutely hammer it for 3 laps, get ahead by 15, 16 seconds, and then just go into Sunday mode.
That's it. I mean, that's all he needs to do is hang on. I would say stay out for another 2 to 3 laps. As we know, the softs aren't the best tire to be on around the circuit, so obviously the less you do on those softs, the better. So if Porfmace can hang on for another 2, maybe 3 laps, he'll be in a very, very comfortable position. I mean, the gap is growing between himself and Warlock. So, yeah.
And as you say that, Lee, I mean, he just pops up the fastest lap of the race on that 14-old lap medium, so 1:36.1. I mean, that's quick. That's really quick around this track.
Absolutely.
With 14-lap-old mediums.
Yeah, those mediums are definitely doing the job. So, very controlled drive from Porfmace so far. He's done brilliantly. I just want to see something here. Sorry, I do apologize.
I am just with Pat at the moment. Pat also having a very solid race, keeping it together. He needs to pit again. He's in lap 5 at the moment. He's not going to make it to the end. He's going to have to pit again. That brings Papa Whiskey into play. That's going to put Cactus the big in front of him. It might just also push Adrian in the Mercedes in front of him.
That's it.
So Pat's going to have to make a decision here. When does he pit? Pretty sure those tires won't make it.
No, definitely. I think he's in a pretty similar position as Botmace. I mean, they'll probably end up jumping to the softs after this. And Cactus the Big in a similar situation as well. I mean, also 14 lap old mediums. Probably waiting that extra lap or two to jump onto those softs. You know, just to try and keep that seventh position. I just want to see what the intervals are between the drivers here. Well, there you go. Yeah, Botmace still growing the gap between himself and Warlock. I see he's just carried on for another lap. It's 28 seconds between the two.
Sure.
And Aquazenchi doing a very decent job at pulling away from Pandego, or not pulling away, maintaining that gap.
I think Pandego might just be, also a bit more race clever and know that, hey, this guy's going to have to pit. I don't want to get into an argy-bargy with him. I don't want to lose a nose cone. Third is up for me to lose tonight. Why not just stay behind him? He's going to have to pit at some other stage. Just keep your pace. Pat's going to have to pit, so that will put Pat way behind him. So there's no real threat for him. I think the closest threat will be Papa Whiskey. He's another 7, almost 8 seconds behind. Yeah. I am just going to jump on here with Antoni. He's in the Red Bull. He is 7 lap old hard, so he's not going to have to go pit again. He's in 9th. That's a solid 2 points for him if he can keep it on track. Obviously, there's also penalties coming at the end of the race. We haven't kept tabs on that. So that will also probably make a slight difference. The guys are not that close yet. I see the gap coming down a lot during this lap. I'm not sure if Botmace had a moment. The gap's now down from 28 point whatever to 27.2.
That's the thing. So, I'm starting to wonder if those hards are either working in well or there we go. Botmace comes in now.
Okay, so I'm going to also jump on board with him to see what he puts on. So the Ferrari guys, they're normally not very good with strategy. Hopefully they can get this right tonight. Let's see what they do. Matteo Bonotto, let's see if they can, looks like a fresh set of mediums.
Very interesting there. Probably,
I say,
the softs are not the greatest tire on the circuit. I'm just on Warlock. He's just come around the final corner, and we've got Botmace still driving down the pits. Could Warlock take the lead again?
I am on board. He just comes out in front of him. That's close. That's close. I think Willem might have just left it a lap too late. It was too close for comfort, but now he just needs to keep it together. He's on a faster tire. His tires are 5 laps younger than Warlock.
Yep.
It's all about keeping that Ferrari pointing forward.
That's it. Look, his tires are colder as well. That's something we have to take into consideration. Yeah, so Warlock's got to get a move on, get the job done now if he hopes to win this race.
He just uses the back end around that turn, or else he would have been in DRS zone, but he obviously lost it slightly there. Aquazenchi, he's still out on 14 laps on that set of mediums. Van der Merwe just sitting nicely behind him. Know that the podium position is his for the taking. If he doesn't get into a battle here that he shouldn't be getting into. Papa Whiskey, a good drive from the Renault team. Papa Whiskey, he doesn't have to pit again, so he will most probably move up into 4th. A good drive from him.
Very, very good drive from the Renault driver. Where did he start, HP?
I am going to look for you and just tell you.
I see he is up. He started 6th. So very consistent drive from him. And then just looking at the biggest winners here, obviously Warlock, who started right at the back, he's up 12 positions. And then you have Aiden Nation, who is up 7th position. So, I mean, solid drive from these guys. Corvette, in 7th. I'm sure he'll be happy with his drive as well this evening.
Yeah, Pat's obviously on. He stopped once already. He is on the medium. He's on the softs. So Pat's put on the soft tires on that Racing Point. He is 8 seconds adrift from Adrian, who's on the mediums. Do you think he'll be able to catch him on that soft? Do you think 6 is here for Pat to grab? 6 laps
6
to go.
laps to go.
Second a lap. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a little more than a second a lap. So I would say, yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close.
Well,
just to note, Aqua Century on 15 lap old mediums has just set the fastest lap of the race.
unbelievable.
So,
Unbelievable.
Will
Is he going to
go?
make this stick out? I mean, I just want to have a look and see if he stopped already. So Aquacentric has stopped twice already. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's covered his tire allocation for the race. If this young man can keep those tires for
This would
another
be a
6
legend
laps,
drive.
then that's definitely a legend drive that will also give plenty of information to Tier 1 on Wednesday. To tell you that,
Absolutely,
hey, it's
absolutely.
possible for this mediums. And that's not going to sit nicely with Pandejo. I mean, Pandejo is really just waiting for them to pit. And
That's it.
he's not pitting.
This is going to be interesting, really, really interesting. Great drive from Aqua. I mean, wow. We're all sitting here thinking, he's a sitting duck at the moment, and he's actually controlled that car very, very nicely.
Absolutely. Lee, as you
and,
say that,
there,
we're going to have to have a look at Pat. Pat just came down to 6 seconds on my screen. So he's down to 6 seconds now
okay.
from Adrian. So he's definitely catching him at a rate of knots.
That's it. HB, just to mention, Pandego's had front wing damage. He's just changed his front wing.
Oh, why? Now that is race ruin.
Yeah.
That's done.
Yeah, he's jumped
Unfortunately
onto
for the Ferrari.
to the softs, but I mean,
No.
he is, what's it, 9 seconds behind Papa Whiskey at this stage now, and it's just, yeah.
Well, as you say that, Adrian comes past with the speed of notes. He's on the mediums. He goes past him well, and if he's not, I'm just having a look. Pat will come past him. Is he going to? Oh, that was close. So the racing point. So Pandejo, a stop that he shouldn't have done. Obviously, driver area there with a nose cone. That just ruined his race.
That's it. I think Aqua can breathe a little. He's got Papa Whiskey behind him. I think it's like 16 seconds at the moment. So if I was Aqua, you know what? I would probably go until the end. Stay out, go until the end. Take it easy. There's no pressure.
Absolutely.
What a drive.
If he does this, I tell you, he's definitely my driver of the evening.
No, by far, definitely.
By far. He to do that amount of laps on a medium, keep his cool through the safety cars, the virtual safety cars, staying out of trouble. Taking nothing away from Pofmeis. I think Pofmeis didn't have the qualifying that he was looking for. I think the Ferraris thought that they're going to be 1-2. They got beaten with outright pace from the Red Bull and the Haas team. They were not in it in the first quarter of this race. But Pofmeis just got his strategy right, and he's leading by 4 seconds, and it's his race really to lose at the moment.
That's it, 100%. I'm just on board Aqua, and very interesting. I mean, he's catching Warlock. He's catching him.
Unbelievable. Now that will be something interesting. Maybe you know what? It's all about. And I keep on saying this in every commentary that I do, it's all about practice. It's about understanding how your hearts function, where can you push it to, and a lot of guys set up their cars for a soft tire because that's the fastest tire, that's a tire that you want to get pole on. And as seen tonight, pole doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the race. If your car is set up on the softs and the hard tires is a completely different demon. If your car doesn't work on the hards, you're going to have a tough race because half of your race is going to be on hards.
That's it.
And I think we're seeing that with Warlock at the moment. I mean, he's literally battling with those hards. Pofmeis is just controlling the gap. I don't think he's pushing at all. I think he's just making sure his delta stays more or less green all the time.
That's it.
We might see a fastest lap from him later on in the race, getting closer to lap 27. But yeah,
very controlled drive from him. Very
absolutely.
Very
I'm just going to
Warlock,
focus.
I suppose, in a position where he also doesn't really have to push. With Aqua being behind him with this old on the old mediums, no real pressure at this point.
Absolutely. One thing that we haven't mentioned is really the Mercedes and Adrian. You know, he's done really nothing wrong tonight. I mean, he stuck it out. He's currently in 6th. He's catching Pandejo. That's on the softs. He's on the mediums. He's cars like 6-lap old mediums. He came from 3.1 seconds to 2.6 now. So Adrian, a solid drive from him in the Merc. He's going to have to keep Pat behind him. Pat not making the impact Well, as I say that, Pat's now down to 2.7 seconds. 3 laps
so
to
this is
go.
going to be a close battle for the last.
This is going to
few
get
laps.
hairy. This is going to get interesting.
Oh,
Pat, keep it together. If I was at race control now, I would just get on the radio and say, Pat, get the rhythm. Do not look in the car in front of you. Just look at your delta. Just keep on going green. That's all you do.
That's it.
You do not look in front of, to the car. You get your deltas green. If your deltas are green, you're catching the car. So, and that you'll deal with when you get there. So, but at this track, we saw that passing is possible. It's not difficult. If he gets within DRS range, I think, yeah, Adrian's going to be a sitting duck, unfortunately.
Definitely. Just running down the audio. Pat has only stopped. Yeah, he only stopped once. Also decent. So he's also stretched his mediums out. I think he started on the mediums, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did. But he was a long while under the ghost form, which he got disconnected. So that dropped him way off the pace. Which is very harmful for you if you lose connection with the AI being so set so low. And now 2.7, he needs to get within a second. He needs to catch up a second somewhere to make sure that lap 27 is not a difficult lap for him if he does want to get past Adrian. Just looking at the times, they're all stabilized now. Warlock 7 seconds behind fourth most in second. Aqua 2.8 seconds. I think he's settled in for third. I don't think he's going to do anything funny. A brilliant drive, 19 lap old mediums. Papa Whiskey, a solid fourth for the Renault team. I think they'll be very proud of a home race. Probably wanted a podium finish, but yeah, take fourth. Pandejo, I would probably say disappointing drive for the afternoon.
I would agree. Yes, he looked strong in qualifying, and I mean, us as commentators really thought that it would be a battle up front with himself and his teammate. Didn't work out that way, unfortunately. These things do happen. Yeah, they'll have to. Ferrari will have to look forward to Austria. Get things right and move on from there. Still, they do have a driver in front. So
if we look at points here, lots of points available here for the Racing Point. I mean, you've got Racing Point in 7th, you've got Racing Point in 8th. So a good bag of points. Maybe not as much as they wanted, but I think a recovery from qualifying. This is not a bad result for them. I think they will take it definitely. And as I say that.
There we go.
Does he go past? Is he on the outside? Yeah, on the outside. Pat, what a move. Don't even worry about racing line. Don't even worry about putting your nose there. Just go around the outside. Scuff it past. That's the difference between softs and mediums. That's the difference between really a faster tire. And Pat, a solid 6 for him now. He can take it easy. He's not going to catch Pandejo and Fit. He can just take it easy. Enjoy the moment. Getting some good points here. I just want to have a look further down. Everything seems to be settled nicely. I'm on board at the moment with Aqua, and from a commentating point of view, I hope he keeps this McLaren pointed in the right direction.
Oh, definitely. He's got 2 laps to go. He hasn't set a foot wrong in this race. And I mean, yeah, very, very decent drive from the guy. Yeah, definitely my driver of the day.
Absolutely. So before we get to our last lap on lap 27, I just want to say that you can catch the same group of guys, Tier 2, for Full Throttle Racing. You can catch them again next week, Monday. They will obviously get in the cars probably straight tomorrow morning again. This time we stop in Austria, and it's going to be for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's the home of Red Bull, so hopefully the Red Bull can show some effort there. Like the Renaults did tonight here, so they will be up for you on Monday night, same time, same place. Lee will join me in the commentary box hopefully again. Yeah, and we're just going to follow. I think it's just worthwhile we follow our leader around on his last lap. We're going to get on board with him a bit, and it's nice to see a Ferrari take a win. I'm a big Ferrari fan, so it's nice to see the Red coming up on top, Lee.
Absolutely, it's been a while. I'm also a Ferrari fan, but yeah, great drive from Porfmace. Solid drive this evening. He's pretty much controlled this race right from the start. So yeah, great drive from him. Deserves this victory.
I think leave what we can do, so long as I think if we can maybe as soon as they cross the line, maybe get Willem. Get Warlock, get Aqua into the comms box first, and we can start off with Aqua having a chat with him. Driver of the day for you, Lee?
Look, definitely. Oh my word! Sorry.
No, no. Who
No,
was
look
that?
at yeah, there was Aiden and Cactus knocking into each other. Unfortunately,
I
oh,
am
they
going
were
to
so
follow
close. They
this.
were side by side.
I am going to follow this battle. It's unfortunate we can't be on Porkmouse now, but I think this is a battle worthwhile to have a look at. Cactus getting very close to Adrian here. Is he going to make this DRS? Is he close enough to make DRS work on his back straight? If he does... Oh,
I think Cactus has some front wing damage, unfortunately.
I am just trying to see if he's got any damage. Yeah, there's definitely damage there. He's not going to get through. His DRS open. He's a right end plate in front missing. The left end plate's also missing. Oh dear. But as I say that, Porfmace takes the win in France. Well done, Ferrari. Great drive by Porfmace. Warlock takes second. Aquacentric goes third. 22 lap old mediums, and I now ask you the question. I know your answer was going to be Aquacentric for probably driver of the day. That's my driver of the day, definitely Aquacentric. Papa Whiskey, we're just waiting for him to come through in fourth. Great show by the Renault team on their home turf, and he crossed the line in fourth. Sorry, fifth. Yep, fifth it is. Pat in sixth, Adrian seventh, Cactus in eighth, and Tones in ninth. So as we're waiting for our drivers to get into the comms box, a great drive by the Ferrari team. Well controlled. Yeah, I think it was one of the better drives that I've seen. Keeping it clean, staying out of trouble, doing the right pit stops when he should have done under the safety car. Probably left his second stop a little bit too late. Got a bit of pressure there from Warlock, but in the end, yeah, that's Ferrari. There we go. Podium for two Ferraris. Am I right? Is my eyes deceiving me?
Yeah, first and third by the looks of things.
We'll look at the official standings just after this. Let's have a look. And wow, as I say that, so Pandejo.
So we've got Porfmace in the commentary box.
On my screen, it shows that Pandejo first, Pat second, and Porfmace in third. Lee, are you seeing the same thing?
I am seeing the same thing. Wow. Okay.
Why is that?
So
It's gone. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do the math. I think we'll stick. Lee, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare for us to get all the standings because I normally take screenshots of this. So this is going to be difficult. Sure.
Wow. Okay.
Well done, Codemasters. But according to our provisional standings, it was Porfmace in first, it was Warlock in second, and Aqua in third. Do we have Aqua in yet?
Not yet. I'm still trying to get it.
Do we have Warlock in yet? Not yet?
Not yet, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I'm going to have a chat along with Willem. Willem, that was a win. Obviously, Codemasters doesn't think so. Brilliant drive from you, young man. Kept it together, kept your nose clean. What made the difference tonight? Because qualifying didn't go as planned. Let's be honest. And you just missed it by a couple of seconds. We were actually on board with you. And you just missed it with a couple of seconds. You looked quick in qualifying too. Were you surprised with the Red Bull pace with Leslie and those guys? Were you surprised of what they did in Q3? Yeah. But I mean, from our side also, you kept it nice and clean. We felt you left your second pit stop maybe a little bit too late. You just came in front of, I think, on Warlock. He was on a set of hards. I think if you left it maybe a lap or two longer, you would have been in trouble. But you didn't. So good strategy there. Yeah, so good strategy. And that's your first win in this tier. It's the first round, obviously. And you're leading the championship from a Ferrari point of view. I think the Ferrari must be very happy with you at the moment. Absolutely. And Willem, from our side, Lee, I don't know if you've got any questions for Willem, but from our side, a brilliant drive, Willem. Well controlled at the end. You didn't make any mistakes. You kept it clean. Your penalties was good. Just a clean race from your side. So well done from our side. Lee, are you there? Okay, my co-commentators pop up. Thank you very much, Willem. And we'll catch you up in Austria again next week. Thank you so much. If you want to follow Willem, you can catch him next week on Monday. He will be racing in Austria for the Ferrari. And then a couple of races from there, you will catch him in Monza with the Tifosi. And that will be interesting to see what he can do in Monza. Joining me also in the comms box, I see is Aqua Century. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Aqua, you are definitely, I know Lee is just jumping out of the comms box trying to get people in here. From my side, driver of the day, finished in third. What a drive.
Thank you. I would like to give a shout out to Senor Ghost because he was the one who told me to stay on the mediums, and that made me get podium in the race. So
I think we all want to ask you this question, and it's on everyone's minds who's watching the stream. How much wear did that tires have after 19 laps?
After 19 laps, I think about 60, 70, 65.
Unbelievable
70
control of tires, young man. I think you managed those tires pretty well. We had more data than you. We were following guys around you, guys in front of you. And at a stage, I think my co-commentator Lee said, you must just stay out. Just stay out. Keep the car clean. You're 15, 16 seconds ahead of the rest of the team. Podium is yours. And that's what you did. And a great drive. I mean, what happened in qualifying? Qualifying wasn't really what you were looking for tonight?
I think my acceleration pedal glitched out during qualifying in the first practice, but after that, I could have set a faster time, but I didn't manage to. I was cracking under the pressure, and also under the pressure that I was also under disqualification, so I was also kind of scared and put under pressure.
So obviously coming up next week, Monday, you guys got a week to rest. You're obviously going to get into the car probably tomorrow morning and do a couple of Austria tests. Looking forward to Austria?
Yes, I am. It's actually my favorite track on the F1 calendar. Well, no, second favorite, just close to Spa.
Okay, awesome. So hopefully we'll catch some quick times from you, and hopefully you can put your car, in front and pole. It will be nice to see your car on pole. From our side, I know Lee also. I'm not sure if Lee is back yet, but from Lee's side, he also voted you driver of the day. So from the comms box, driver of the day and third place, Aqua Century. Well done.
Thank you so much.
And hopefully we will catch you in the comms box on Wednesday night for Tier 1.
Yes, I definitely will.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Aqua.
Thank you too.
And who else do we have here? Do we have anyone else in this? Apparently not. Guys, that's it. I'm not sure what happened to Codemaster. Giving us funny results here. I'm pretty sure myself and Lee will do some head scratching after the race quickly. Lee, are you back?
I'm back. I do apologize. My issues with my mic.
No problem. I just had a chat with Aqua. He is ecstatic as you cannot imagine. I told him that he was our driver of the day from a comms box. And 60% wear on those mediums after the race, after 19 laps.
Jeez.
That is good. That is really good time management. I don't care who you are and what tier you drive. If you want to learn how to manage your tires, give Aqua a shout on WhatsApp. He will tell you how he does that.
Fantastic drive.
Obviously, we couldn't get hold of Warlock, could we?
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not. Well, that's it for now. Me and Lee will discuss, obviously, results afterwards. Lee, before I say goodbye, just to thank you from my side. Thank you for joining me in the comms box. It's always a pleasure having you here. It's going to be a different kind of vibe racing against you on Wednesday night. I'm looking forward to the first race of the season. I'm a bit nervous. I wasn't nervous in the pre-season, but I am now. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me, making life easy for me. I know the guys enjoy having you in the comms box, and hopefully we'll see you after the race well, maybe even a chat with you in the comms box on Wednesday night.
Absolutely. Yeah, HP, thank you very much for having me as well. I mean, this was great fun. And yeah, look forward to Austria.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to ask you don't to run anywhere, so we can just have a chat after this, just quickly about the race results. From my side, everyone, thank you very much for joining the stream. I lost a load of comments on the right-hand side of my screen with the power out. I couldn't read any one of your comments, so I do apologize for that. Apologies for the break in stream. You can catch us again. The next race for Full Throttle Racing is on Wednesday night. That's when the big guns get on with it. We're looking at probably lap times of the 130s on Wednesday night. So please join me and Lee. We'll be racing against each other on Wednesday night. That will be at 19:45 CAT. It will also be streamed. There will be commentary available for that session. And if you are just interested in the Tier 2, they will be back up on Monday, a week from now, and they will be racing in Austria. Thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, catch us on Facebook and YouTube. Please leave some comments. It's always nice to hear from you. Once again, from our side, HP, it's just ciao and tot ziens.
Bye-bye.